What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do a short quick video and talk about the difference between some springs and some coilovers. They're a little bit different than what you would expect. So H&R has a set of springs for the GR Supra that lower the car 1 inch in the front and 3/4 of an inch in the rear. And on the Supra, as you guys already know, it is a pretty low car, so there's not a huge wheel gap. Now, HKS has a set of coilovers. They're a sleeve style. So I don't know if you guys remember way back in the day, in the Honda days, there was a lot of stuff like this from a lot of other companies. HKS brought it into the future and is applying it to the actual Supra. And it's really awesome because with a set of full body coilovers, you lose your electronic dampening control on the Supra, so you have to bypass it. With the HKS, you get to keep your actual electronic dampening system, and you can actually adjust the ride height. And it goes from 25mm drop to 45mm drop in the front, and from 0 to 50mm in the rear. Now you're thinking, okay, well, the adjustability is fine, but how's the ride? Well, the ride is very similar on both of them. The spring rates aren't a huge difference. The HKS is going to be a little bit stiffer to allow you to go a little bit lower. Is it worth the $400 to $500 price difference? Now that is up to you guys. You need to think, okay, where do I live? Do I have wheels on my car right now? Do I plan on putting wheels on my car? You gotta account for a lot of different factors. So if you just get springs, you're gonna be able to put usually larger wheels and offsets on the car, but the problem is you aren't going to be able to adjust it. So with springs, you're stuck. You're right where it lowers the car, and that's it. There's no obvious adjustability. You do keep your electronic dampening, and the car rides very similar to stock. It is a little bit stiffer spring rate than the factory, but nothing crazy. It's enough to notice when you're hard driving in the corners or on the track. So if you're a person that just likes to aggressively drive in the back roads, this is going to be a really cool setup, as well as the HKS. Then you got to think, okay, do I care about the wheel gap, and do I need adjustability? If you need adjustability, HKS is going to be your first step into that realm. You got to think, do you want to spend $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on a full set of coilovers when you can just get a set of adjustable sleeves and springs that you can put on your factory suspension, and you get to keep that ability to dampen the car and get it stiffer when you want to. I just wanted to make sure I touched on a few things. We've had some customers say, well, what's the difference between a set of springs and the HKS? Why is the price so different? Well, the price is different because you get more with the HKS. So this is the actual sleeve that goes on the car. It has an adjuster. It comes with the tools to adjust it, and they're actually pretty easy to install. We do have a recent video that just came out, if you go in the upper corner, of how to install the HKS suspension. So going with a spring setup like H&R is definitely a good way to go if you're on the more budget and affordable side and you aren't too worried about the wheel gap changing too much. There is a video up in the corner if you want to check out more on the install side of the H&R springs. So we wanted to just be able to help out the customers that are searching, and then if you look it up as HKS coilovers versus, let's say, KW coilovers, there's a huge price difference. It's not just like a few $100 like the difference here. It's over $1,000 at that point. You got to sit down with yourself and think about all these different things. Are you gonna be tracking your car to the point where you're gonna be at multiple different track days and so on and so forth? You may actually wanna think of getting a full body coilover setup. If you're kind of a weekend warrior and you go to the track every once in a while, or you're just looking for that stance and you wanna get the car low, think to yourself, your road conditions, your driving conditions, and make the decision for yourself. So I hope this helped you guys out. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below, click like, and turn the bell notifications on. I hope you guys have a great week, stay healthy, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.